We got you stuck off the realness, the most infamous, you heard of us. Official podcast murderers, the show comes equipped with viewpoints to share. Grown man ideas for all those who care and wanna grow, so go ahead and download. Every single week with a brand new episode. You're not alone in this world, cousin, so we share information and honest discussion and keep repping the culture like we supposed to. They spread gossip, but they never come close to. I can hear it inside their tone. They talk about the industry, but never left their home. You get laced up with bullet points and such, plus empowering topics that they never would touch. You can put your whole network against a team, but Super Duty Tough Work's the MVP. Most valuable podcast on MP3. Priceless info, but all of it's free. So take these words home and think them through. Super Duty Tough Work is coming at you. You are now listening to Super Duty Tough Work with your host, Blueprint. Raw and uncut. Adult conversations. No shucking, no jiving, and no bullshit.
Doesn't know exactly why. And so we're going to tell you the reasons why you should be investing in yourself. Reason number one.
Numero uno.
And we could end the episode on this one.
This is it.
Reason number one why investing in yourself is important is because otherwise you will spend the money on bullshit.
Whole bunch of stuff you do not need.
Gifts for others, birthdays, holidays, hobbies, crafts,
fast food,
partying,
bullshit, just dumb
extravagant things,
just dumb stuff
that are great in the moment but don't have a return.
Yeah.
They don't push your career or craft any further, and here you are investing into them at a rate that you would never invest in your own craft.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, you're gonna spend the money, right? So you might as well spend it on something that gives you a return.
Exactly.
It isn't complete bullshit.
Yeah. Like my wife, she does the baking thing. So, we got a good chunk of money, and I was like, here, I'm gonna give you some money. But I told her, I was like, I want you
stipulations.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, I'm gonna give you this dough, but you need some baking supplies.
You gave her guidelines and stipulations.
you want to do this. You need practice. You need to practice on your craft. So you need to buy more baking supplies. Buy cake. I even told her, like, every paycheck you should be buying some baking supplies.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's
$25-$50.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. Just so you can be practicing on your craft at a regular rate. And she's been listening, actually. She making brownies right now.
I was about to say, what'd she say though?
Yeah, she making brownies right now. Yeah, she been making cakes and just practicing and working on her stuff, Yeah. So, I mean, she's listening, but sometimes you gotta push people in that direction.
Yeah, because they're gonna spend it on bullshit
on
anyway. And be like, damn, if I only had $100 or $500 to invest in my craft.
Yeah.
And we have these conundrums every time it's time to put out a record. It's like,
I'm getting there.
If I just had that budget though.
Right.
All these things I could do. But if you think about how we spend our money every month and you say, okay, well, what if I just spent $50 on my craft or investing in myself or saved it or put it aside towards something that I need? Where would I be in 6 months, a year? What would I have? In most instances, you would have enough money to get the things you need to pour into your craft. Easily. But the money is out the window. It's in the streets.
It's one of the pillars, man. Something worth sacrificing for. You got to have it.
They need the 4 pillars, man. This is the perfect follow-up to the 4 pillars.
It is a perfect follow-up. It is a perfect follow. You got to sacrifice the bullshit.
Come on, man.
For the reward.
No more instant gratification, man. Yeah. So that's reason number one why investing in yourself is important.
All right. Thanks. Good night.
Yeah. See y'all next week, man. See y'all next week. No more reasons.
All right.
Okay. So reason number 2 why investing in yourself is important. And this is like, ill realization that you got to come to as an artist and creative person.
Yeah.
Reason number 2 is that if you don't, nobody else will.
Right.
Like, think back to our days of putting out cassettes. Like, we didn't have a record deal.
Nah.
People didn't. Waitlist recordings did not exist.
Right.
Without us saying, hey, you got $100? You got $100? You got $100?
Let's put these out.
Yeah.
Let's get these tapes.
Right. We need $500 to put out some tapes, to get 100 tapes or whatever it was back then. And we anteed up. We got the tapes. We took the money from the tapes to get the CDs, but no one was putting money into us.
Nah.
There was no one to say, y'all rap good. Here's a G.
Right.
Here's a couple G's.
Wasn't happening.
Now, people did later on.
Yeah.
Which we will get into.
Uh-huh.
But right then and there, the truth for most people, especially at the beginning of your career, is that no one is going to invest in you like you would like to invest in you, because the truth is nobody believes in you like you believe in you.
Yeah. And also, even if they will invest in you, they won't allocate the money the way you want the money allocated always.
Say that again.
Because it's like just like with my wife, I gave her money, but I gave her stipulations. You know what I mean? I gave her ways. I gave her what to do with the money.
Yeah.
And if you have a plan for your career and you go and you get investors, the only way that that's going to work is if you have freedom to do what you want to do. You have creative freedom. Otherwise, and when you get into those big budget, situations, that's when, we need the radio single. We need this. We need that. We need you to do this, and you have no control. So the more you invest in yourself, the more control you have over your career and, your direction.
That's a fact. And to add on to that, what I think some people don't understand or want to acknowledge is that by you investing in yourself and people looking at the product as you continue to invest in it, you are learning how you want another person to invest in you.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it's like you don't need someone to say, just write the check.
Right.
And I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No. What you're doing now by investing in yourself at a small level is teaching you how valuable your money is and just how much it needs to be put other places. Because trust me, if someone else does invest in you, they're going to want to know where their money's going.
Exactly.
There's going to be some accountability.
Yeah.
And so understand, you have to invest in yourself because actually no one else will.
Yeah. And you got to do it to understand how to tell someone else to invest in you.
All facts.
Yeah.
All facts. That's number 2.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
We'll do number 3. Number 3 is something that I had actually tweeted about earlier. And the number 3 reason why investing in yourself is important is because if you do not invest in yourself, you will become stagnant.
Sitting still.
Man, there's no worse feeling than looking at your tools, your metrics, where you are, seeing zero growth, but then also having to admit that you've put nothing into it.
Yeah, that is your fault. That is all you. Oh, they hating on me. No, you already know. You already know what it is.
That's a bad feeling.
You
man.
went out to the bar last night. You should have been making beats.
You know what
or
you was
writing
doing.
a rhyme. You know
you wasn't putting nothing into this shit.
You already know.
Fronting on social media like people hating. Like,
Right.
You look at your shit and you have to be completely fucking honest that you are uninspired by your lack of growth. You are uninspired by your ability to make others believe in you, right? Like, they don't believe because you don't fucking believe. And when you start seeing that for weeks, months, you recording the same songs on the same gear with the same mic sounding the same, that ain't going nowhere. And in fact, you're watching things get smaller
And worse. Oh, God.
Oh man,
Fans ain't listening like they used to.
they keeping it pushing. Hey, I'm still here. So what?
Who cares?
Yeah, you've been there doing the same thing over and over at the exact same level for whatever, X amount of years now. When you see this, you start to become stagnant. You start to run out of ideas. You start to get apathetic about why even try. You start to settle. And so sometimes investing in yourself is a great way to get you out of that. anytime you invest in yourself, you add a new piece, a new something to your repertoire, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, well, I used to go into battle with just the sword, but now I got the sword and the shield.
Right.
You know what I mean? I used to go with the sword and the shield. Now I got the sword, the shield, and the armor.
Right.
Now I got the motherfucking, whatever, the horse. I'm riding in, I'm galloping, I'm running people over, and I got my sword and my shield and my horse. It's over now. I can't be beat. But if you go into war every time with that same rusty sword, you're going to get discouraged.
Yeah.
You're going to feel stagnant.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be all bad.
You're going to get your ass kicked.
All the time. And it's fun when you invest in yourself, when you have a new piece of gear to learn, or you have new monitors to listen to music on, or you have something new. If you take your money and invest in your studio, or invest in even something as small as a new notebook to fill up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Get yourself a new dope pen and a new dope notebook. That'll cost you $10.
Yeah. And you can look back like, man, I remember when I used to write them raggedy notebooks.
Yeah, exactly.
Now here I am.
Give yourself something to look forward to.
Progressing.
Yeah.
Brand new notebooks and
Nah,
such.
I mean.
So that's number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a break.
Super Duty Tough Work hoodies are finally available from weightless.net. Order yours while supplies last. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, this is going to be good for me.
Word. Word.
Oh, man. So, yeah, we back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Super Duty, Tough Work, the most infamous podcast this side of the Mississippi. Definitely in Ohio. Gotta be Bustown's finest.
At least.
Are we the coldest? We gotta be the coldest podcasters in Columbus.
Yeah, especially with it being 2 degrees outside.
Yeah, we literally the coldest.
Literally.
Rain, sleet, and snow. We podcasting on y'all.
Word.
Yeah, man. So this week we talking about investing in yourself. Why investing in yourself is important. And we're on reason number 4, and this is one we almost alluded to in the last one, but we're gonna dive really deep. Reason number 4 why investing in yourself is important is that it forces you to take action.
Hell yeah.
When people are not putting money up, they talk a lot of shit about a lot of things
About what they gonna do.
What they gonna do if they just had the money, if they just had backing, if they would have just had this piece of equipment or this piece of gear, how dope they would be at their shit. They talk and they talk and they talk. And I tell you, when people stop talking is when they put the money up. Because when you put the money up, all of a sudden, you don't want to take no L's.
Nah.
It ain't fun and games no more.
Nah, because you didn't spend the money. So it's like, I got to do something with this.
Ooh, I got to get a return on this. Right. It forced spending money in the form of investing in your craft forces you to take action. Most of the people that you see who don't take action, who are stagnant, I would bet that if you really looked at how much money they personally have put into their craft, it'd be next to nothing.
Oh, it's very small.
They're not spending no money.
Very small.
They're just talking. They might tweet a lot because it's very easy to be fooled in the social media age.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Everybody's a baller. Everybody's winning. Everybody's successful as fuck.
Yeah.
But when you peel back the layers, most people are fronting.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing.
A lot of jacks are being fake.
Pump faking.
Yes, a lot of pump faking going on out here, man. And the reason people can pump fake so hard is because, and this is going to hurt some people, a lot of people know that they would rather not try and fail than try and fail. Right? So it's easier to not invest and be able to say, man, if I only would have invested, if people would have invested in me, I would have been successful, than it is to invest in yourself, be forced to take action, and then be accountable.
Yes.
That shit is tough for some people.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, as a married man,
Yeah.
the fact, I boosted the studio up the last year or so.
Yeah.
every now and then, wifey like, shouldn't you be in the basement?
Taking action.
Yeah, like, shouldn't you be making a beat or something?
Yeah.
Don't you got a song to record?
Don't you have some return on investment
right
to create for this family?
Exactly. We spent all that money on that studio and you up here watching TV?
Yeah, that's not acceptable anymore.
No, it is not going down like that.
That's great. She be tapping you on the shoulder like, yeah, hey, how long you gonna be up here watching this?
Right.
You're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go downstairs and make some beats, honey.
Yeah, especially if I don't do it for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? She like, ain't been in the basement in a few days. Don't you got something to do?
You be like, oh yeah, I did spend a bunch of money on that motherfucking studio.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, man, that shit will make you take action, man.
Hell yeah.
Bruh, it's like there's never been anything that I spent real money on. And I can say this just from everything from studio gear to investment properties. Like when you put up tens of thousands of dollars,
right?
You're not just chilling on your hands like,
you're like, I'm about to go put up a wall.
Something. I'm gonna knock something down. I'm gonna screw something in. I'm gonna whatever. Just give me a tool, please.
Right.
Let me feel like I'm getting my money out of this.
Right.
I'm gonna be the person doing it because you can't stand to stare at that thing knowing you spent all that money and you didn't do shit with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we know people with so much gear and their artistic output is so low.
Very minimal.
And I would bet that the worst thing that they have to deal with is the guilt of knowing that they spent that money, but they didn't take action.
Like, how much is an MP these days?
At least a couple thousand. I mean, you're gonna pay $1,000 for the little
for the little joint.
Yeah, the little joints now.
So like, you drop a G on a piece of gear. We ain't even talking about monitors. We ain't talking about turntables.
You need a laptop.
Yeah, laptop. At least a laptop or desktop.
Yeah, you
like
you're in the thousands.
Yeah, that's at least 5 G's.
Yes,
you at least dropping 5 to 10.
I mean, even if you bootleg the shit, you're gonna eventually pay for something.
Right, you paying for it. You gotta pay for the gear that you put the stuff on.
Yep, you gotta pay. Like, there's no way to be completely bootlegged your whole career.
Right. No, but you can't get bootleg monitors. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you gotta get real speakers.
Nah, there ain't no virtual monitors in this bitch.
Right, you gotta get real speakers, dog.
That's true. Let me download this virtual mic right quick.
Right, you gotta buy some shit.
Yo, when y'all got that phone app.
Right.
You mean an app for your phone? No, I mean the actual phone. I don't want to buy an iPhone. I need an app instead of this phone. You can't do that. There's no actual app that you can use instead of the motherfucking phone. Yeah, you need the phone.
Yeah, you're gonna spend some money.
And that's the beauty of it, man. And so a lot of people don't get to tap into that energy because we're saying it like I mean, the dark side of it is fucked up. The guilt.
Very much.
But then there's a brighter side of it, which is, hey, you spent this money and now you find yourself being incredibly inspired to work days and times when you normally would have been chilling watching the game.
Yeah. Or getting off work instead of going home and just laying down and relaxing. Right. It's like, yo, I'm going straight down. I got work to do. I got more work to do.
Yes. And sometimes as wild as it is to say, in a capitalistic society, people only take money seriously.
Right, they do.
You can lend someone expert advice. You can lend someone your time as an expert, but people get serious when they gotta put bread up in a capitalistic society. That's when it gets real.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you came over and helped me move. Cool. Oh, you came over and told me exactly what to do. Cool. Then it's like, oh, you trying to charge me though? It's like that, bruh.
Right.
But you was my mans.
Right.
What? Yeah. America.
Yeah. And it's also different when you putting the money up. Because if I give you money and I don't see you doing shit, we got to have a conversation.
Man, look.
We got to have a talk. If I invest in you for you to, I don't know, make an album, shoot a video, whatever. And it's like months down the road and you ain't done shit. I've seen you out. Yeah, more than me. You out more than me.
Yeah, in the words of Zero Star, you owe me a conversation.
Straight up.
You owe me a conversation.
Straight up, we need to talk. There needs to be a sit down talk.
Yeah, let me tell you, that reminds me, man. So like last weekend, my niece has been trying to get back in school, but she's been working to help her mom out. She's like, yo, I'm gonna try to just take this one class next quarter. And we talked about it this summer, and I was like, yo, you save up to take your one class. let me know. I'll pay for your second class. So she calls me last week. She's like, yo, I got it. I'm registered for the first one. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Say no more. Sent her the money. And she's like, oh shit. It was like that same day. I was like, bam. She pays for a class. And then she texts me. She's like, wow, I just realized that I can't goof around now.
Right.
Because you gave me the money.
Right. I really got to go in on this class.
I said, you're damn right. You can't fuck around.
Why you think I did it?
Yeah.
I already know what it is.
Exactly. You accountable to me now, fool. Ain't no dropping out. Ain't no not going because you don't feel like it.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to talk to your uncle. You got to tell me exactly what you took, the exact grades.
Yep.
I need test scores.
Yep.
I need all of that.
Transcripts.
We're going to be very transparent about this process.
Hell yeah.
She like, all right. I'm like, yeah. I should have been paying for your classes, fool. You'd have been done by now.
Right.
She's like, oh, this is actually cool. I like it. But you know, some people need that.
Yeah.
It's an investment. I invest in her. The same thing happens when we invest in ourselves, man. Like, you hold yourself accountable before you hold anybody else accountable.
Right.
You know, you look yourself in the mirror every day, and you got to look at yourself before you go to sleep every night and take account as to what you're doing. And if you're not doing it, then you got to change your ways and be on it.
Hell yeah.
You know, and investing in yourself is one of the dopest and easiest ways to keep yourself accountable. And that's number 4.
Yeah.
All right. Reason number 5. And this is for everybody who think they got haters. Reason number 5 why investing in yourself is important is because you have to invest in yourself to get buy-in from others. We've seen it. As we talked about with Waitlist. At the beginning of Waitlist, no one was investing in us.
Right.
No one was offering us record deals, production deals. They wasn't trying to hear our artists. But as we went through the process, as we invested in Greenhouse, then we invested in Illogic. And the next thing you know, oh, we got the website. Oh, we got the social media thing. Oh, our artists are getting out on the road. All of a sudden.
Phone calls. Emails.
Yes. Hello? Oh, good to talk to you. Yes, this is Blueprint. Yes, this is Illogic.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to hear from you, man. Oh, y'all were watching what we were doing? Oh, I didn't know you guys knew who we were.
Right.
When you start investing in yourself, other people notice it. And as much as we like to pine about haters and people not wanting to see us come up, the truth is the people who need to see you will see you.
Yeah.
Once they've seen you, invest in yourself.
Man, they got to see you do something. They got to give them something to see. If they don't see nothing, then what they going to invest in? Why would they call you? Just because you look cool on the gram? I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Come on, dog.
Fools is tripping.
Yo, his 140 characters is banging. I got to
he's slaying it. Let me throw him 20 stacks.
Right. He's slaying it on Twitter.
Yeah. Ooh, man. Nothing. Yeah. You have to show and prove first. And once you do that, you create this energy where people all of a sudden say, oh, man, they over there killing it. And they don't even have this backing.
Yeah, I need to get in on that.
What would they do if they had this money I'm sitting on?
Yeah.
What could they turn that into?
Yeah.
So them investing in themselves, they are getting a return on their money. Now I'm considering investing my money into them, which will give me a return on my money.
Exactly.
It all rolls into one thing. Like all you have to do though first is invest in yourself, because you can't complain about people hating, people not listening, people not buying in, sponsoring you, what have you, if you're not willing to first put up the money and create enough interest. And as they say, proof of concept that what you're doing is valuable. Because in an age where everyone has access, a telephone, everyone is talented, what you put into yourself, the product that you roll out, that becomes what separates you from other people.
Right.
You know, everyone, I could fucking throw my phone out my window right now and hit a lazy, talented artist who's just walking down the street.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could hit an unsuccessful motherfucker. Just, 12 unsuccessful dudes will hop out the trees.
Come a dime a dozen.
Dime a dozen. They're very common to be successful, but talented, or unsuccessful and very talented. It's fucked up that it's a cliche like that, but it's our fault because we don't put the money up. We don't think that working a job to save the money to pour into our art is worthy of our time.
I don't understand that.
But yet we want someone else who worked a job to put their money into us.
How does that even make sense, though? I mean, I'm just saying, like, how does that even make sense? Like, most people, like, take relationships, for example.
Yes.
If you see a chick, she look good.
Yeah.
But you find out she ain't about shit.
Yes.
She don't work. She can't cook. She don't take care of her kids. Why would you invest your money in? Why would you invest your time into that? What's the difference with an artist that they got all the talent in the world?
Yes.
Can't get them to write a rhyme. Can't get them to go to the studio.
Nope.
Can't get them to do nothing that will further their craft. But they looking at you like, yo, you gonna put that? You gonna write that
dollars
check?
at? Where the dollars at?
Where that money at, dog?
Yeah, where the money at though? You ain't talking about no money though.
Like, what's the difference?
What you got on my kids, homie? Yeah. This shit is kind of like, I mean, and to jump on it, I mean, the truth is that there are so many metaphors. I mean, the metaphor between a successful career and a successful relationship is just so
it's mirrored.
Yeah, it's like, yo, man. People want to invest in things that they see moving. As they say, there's nothing more attractive than a man with a woman.
Right.
Like married men are like, whoa, why do I get this attention when I was married? I didn't get this when I wasn't.
Because somebody wants you.
Right. It's proven.
It's proof.
Verified.
Yep, somebody wants you.
That ring proves that somebody sees some shit in you.
Yeah.
And you ain't divorced yet.
Right.
So that's proof of concept.
Right. So let me check out what's going on, what she saw.
Right.
Because maybe I might like what she saw.
Right. It's like someone did all the heavy lifting for you.
Exactly.
You know, which is what you're doing when you're investing in yourself. You're really doing all the heavy lifting of proving your concept is viable as an artist. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not going to get buy-in from other people.
Straight up.
So that's reason number 5. All right, we'll take a break. I get the sense of urgency with my music now based on the understanding that tomorrow isn't promised. Based on not just knowing that, but seeing it firsthand. Seeing people who I thought had forever. People I thought I would grow old with not even be here anymore. To me, if you don't understand that, then I don't know what can motivate you. Because one of the harshest realities in life is knowing that everything around you is temporary. Then the question becomes, what are you going to do with it?
He is the pinnacle of poetry to me. The man can say nothing wrong.
Blueprint has his shit all together. You know, all his T's are crossed. You know, his I's are dotted.
You know, you really get to see like what your city is doing from like an outside view, like, you know, other people talking. And, you know, when I told them like, oh yeah, me and Print, you know, did shows together and stuff, they're like, what? Print's so dope. And, you know, that made me feel real good because, you know, that's coming from Columbus.
When he's going all around the world, like he represents for Columbus, Ohio. And that is a big deal.
You feel fear, you know, you start to panic, you start to wonder, oh, is this, you know, was the tour over? What are we gonna do?
I'm a determined person, but I really didn't know how the fuck people come back from that. Because I'd never heard of anybody having anything like that happen to them and finishing a tour.
You only get one life, no time to play. Don't ever waste your time, live for the day. You only get one life, no time to play. Don't ever waste your time, live for the day.
good.
Yeah. I know you trying to go to the crib. You ain't trying to hang out, and So
Power. You know what I'm saying? Powerful.
The most infamous
Yup.
podcast in the Buckeye State and beyond.
Us.
It's got to be us.
Them dudes.
Who's doper at the podcasting thing? Nobody got more podcast bars than us.
Not many.
Notepads full of shit.
Not many.
Books on deck.
Not many.
References.
Yeah.
Testimonials and such. Who's fucking with the kids? Nobody fucking with us, man. Okay, so yeah, investing in yourself. Why it's important. Yo, we've been running them down. We hit you at 5 joints already. We got 2 reasons left why investing in yourself is of the highest importance. And this ain't one of the sexier ones, but it's important nonetheless. Reason number 6 why investing in yourself is important is because success is gradual.
Yes.
Many times, many artists, especially in this era where things appear to blow up overnight on the internet, many artists mistakenly believe that all it takes is doing one thing, one time, and seeing a huge return on that. And then automatically their career will be blowing up.
It never works that way.
Right. That is what I would like to call the lottery ticket approach. You just want to go when the Powerball is at 18 billion. Let me get that ticket real quick. Right.
Get that.
You might hit it, but the chances are 1 in 5 million. Right. That you're going to win any piece of that money. That's the Powerball approach to building your career. Now, you also have the Warren Buffett approach to building your career, which is you might end up with some billions, but it was because you invested a little bit over a long period of time.
Yeah. Investing
is getting a return on a small investment gradually over time. The consistency of that compound investment is what does it for you. Money is not the only thing that compounds with time. Investment, time compounds. The time you put into your craft puts you 10 years ahead of people who are just starting today.
Exactly.
Because your skill compounded just like money does in the bank, right? The publicity you put into yourself, the money you invest into your craft, knowing your shit, these are investments that compound over time. And if you don't start out, you don't get that gradual burn, that gradual thing where it just start taking off. You are sitting there taking the Powerball approach to your career, and you're going to be just like the other, 499,999,999 people who don't win the Powerball.
Right.
Success is gradual.
Yeah. I mean, even if you look at most artists, even the ones that were discovered on YouTube, how many YouTube videos did they make before that one was discovered?
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? It took, I was watching this interview with Rhapsody, and she was saying like she's been rhyming
a long time
for a very, very long time. And even once she hooked up with Knife, it still took 7 years before Layla's Wisdom came out and popped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's been bubbling.
Yep.
But it took her a long time to get to that point where she was like Rhapsody. Like everybody knew who she was.
Yeah.
Same one as Anderson .Paak. You look at Kendrick. All these cats, like they've been doing this stuff for a long time. A lot of the people who are household names these days, it took them a long time to get to that point. It's gradual. You got to invest, man.
It's true. And it's just unfortunate that like when you look at how it's presented to the public, it seems like, I don't know if it's the media or if that the public just wants to believe that the overnight success model is the model. But like we said, look, there's no such thing as overnight success. It takes 10 years to have that thing appear to look overnight just because the casual fan
just saw it. Yeah.
That's when it appears to blow up, when the casual fan sees it. But like you're saying, these people have been at it for years. I mean, when I met you, you were 17?
Yeah.
No, I met you before your senior year.
Yeah.
So you were still like 15, 16. 16. First battle I saw you in. You finished high school, went to college. Unforeseen Shadows came out 4 years or a year after that, 2 years after that, 2099.
Yeah.
So, but you started rhyming at what age?
9.
That's
Yes.
from age 9 till age 19
Yeah.
to get your first album out.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And that album is the album that jump started.
Yeah. Solidified
Everything,
Yeah.
right? Like, oh shit, I can actually do this. People want to hear me rap.
Right.
Okay, I've been rhyming forever. It wasn't like I met you when you just started rapping in 98.
Right.
You had mad rhymes when I met you.
Right. Right.
It's like, oh shit. It's not an overnight thing. And I talk about it on Twitter, how like I make beats, but I've been making beats since 1996. Maybe a little sooner if you count the things that I had that weren't even supposed to be used to make beats.
Right.
Like pause mixtapes and just scratching records in over drum machines that I had. I didn't have a real drum machine or a real sampler drum machine till fall of 96 when I got my first EPS. But think about from 96 till 2019. That is a long time to be practicing your craft at a high level. And so there's things that I know about production that are so instinctual to me that I just do them.
Right.
And I don't know to somebody, yo, how'd you get it to sound like that? How'd you do? I don't know, man.
I think those things. I think those, like when I listen to you, RJ, you know, even Aesop, you know what I'm saying? Like I be listening to cats like, yo, how the hell did he get that filter? I got the same filter.
Right.
How the hell did he get it to do that?
Why does that drum pop like that?
Right,
You heard the
exactly.
snare sounds.
Right.
What? How's it mixed so clean? What,
Exactly.
How are you doing this? Like, and sometimes I really don't know.
Yeah, it's just you've been doing it.
I've been doing it so long that I'm getting the compound benefits of an investment I made in 96.
Muscle memory, man.
Muscle memory. I just do it, but then I have to slow down, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is how I freaked that. I have to slow down because I'm so used to doing it in the momentum of it that I'll miss it myself. But it's gradual. Success is gradual, and so the earlier you invest. And so I'm good at production now. People buy beats off me now. I can produce for artists now. I could probably teach a class on production if I wanted to. But that's only because I'm 20 fucking years in the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just fucking, I mean, I was really making beats. I mean, I started rhyming a little bit before then, but beats is when I really got for real.
Yeah.
Because like, hey, I just spent $800 on this.
It's about to go down.
Yeah. No partying for the kid.
Right.
I'm going to stay in with my sampler this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's reason number 6. Okay, last reason. Reason why investing in yourself is of the highest importance. Reason number 7. And this kind of goes with the last one. But reason number 7 is that more tools means more options.
Word.
Investing in yourself doesn't have to be this drag of a thing where it's just like I pour money into this pit and I don't get to even use what I invest in. When you invest in yourself, just like a painter invests in paints, right? Just like a fighter invests in training. These are things that you can use while you're practicing your craft, and they make you better as you practice your craft. You don't have to wait 10 years to get a return on buying a piece of gear right now.
Right.
Soon as you get it, you get more options.
Crack that joint open.
Things get easier.
Right.
Ooh, you read the manual, you get mad hype. Oh, it's about to be on. You start doing this with your hands.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, it's about to be on, because you know, that's how I felt when I got Ableton. I was like, oh.
Y'all should have did it.
Man.
Y'all done messed up.
Before Ableton, I was a beast.
Right.
It's over now.
Right.
There's literally nothing I can't do. So more tools give you more options. The more you invest in yourself, the more avenues you have to express your creativity. The more you can use these tools to create what's in your head, because the challenge really becomes how to translate what's in your head into the canvas, right?
Very difficult.
Very difficult, right? Because you can hear something, you can see something in your mind, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to translate it in the real world.
Yeah.
But the better tools you have,
Right.
the more of an opportunity and the more chances you have to make that happen. So more tools, more options.
Yeah, man. I'm just now getting to the point, because when I first started making beats, I would hear samples, but like I know that chopped up would sound really dope.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to do
I
it.
don't know how to chop. Yeah, I need to learn how
I
to
need
chop.
to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Because I know that I should chop this.
Yeah.
But I have no clue how to do that. Now I'm learning how to chop, and I'm like, yo, now I'm trying to do other shit. You know what I mean? But chopping, I'm getting it down. Having fun.
Yeah, it's like another tool in your tool belt. Now.
Exactly.
Because everything don't need to be chopped.
Exactly.
But when you hear something,
And you're like, yo,
I need, okay, Let's break out that chopping tool.
Chop time.
Right.
Gensu time.
Yeah, I got this. No, that's how I am, man. I went many years. I mean, shit, the whole Adventures in Counterculture era, I wasn't really chopping like that.
Nah.
I chopped before then, because like 1988, Got Lyrics, all those were super choppy.
Yeah.
I wasn't chopping at all for some years. And then to come back recently, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's fun,
The
man.
tool is still sharp.
Yeah.
Let me get my chops right. Can't stop me.
Right.
So that's number 7. That's the last one. Okay, so I'm going to read these back.
Hit them back.
7 reasons why investing in yourself is important. Reason number 1, you will spend the money on bullshit. Reason number 2, if you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. Reason number 3, stagnation. Reason number 4, investing in yourself forces you to act. Reason number 5, investing in yourself sparks buy-in from others. Reason number 6, success is gradual, not instant. And finally, reason number 7, more tools, more options.
More tools, more options.
More tools, more options. Somebody make a song out of that. Tag us on it. So yeah, that's why investing in yourself is important. You know, this is Super Duty Tough Work. Blueprint, Logic. Appreciate y'all listening.
Yeah.
See y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Super Duty Tough Work. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow the podcast on SoundCloud. Peace.
Shoot, I got styles already that's more complex that nobody know about. I mean, super duty tough work.